let's talk a little bit about the interaction between complexity and payoff, right? So, you know, there must be some efficient frontier where something becomes so complex that it's not worth what it could pay off, the impact to the business. And there must be, some really easy to automate things that just don't have enough payoff to be worth doing. So how do you think about the interaction between those two vertices?
It comes down to the idea of how you have it set up in your COE. To give a particular example, right now we are looking at overall business objectives. We try to align whatever we're trying to automate with the overall business objectives to see if they make sense or if they don't make sense. Whenever we're talking about quick wins, because we have quick wins, right? Like, I don't know, a person wants to automate the emails they send out on a daily basis, or maybe even something more simplistic. Those types of opportunities, we do encourage people to come to us and expose them to us and tell us about them, but we're keeping them from what we call seasoned developers. So we like people to actually be able to work on real use cases, and that's where we give them the pool of opportunities. These are simple examples, real life examples that we use within the company. So they get the sense of how to actually develop and build automations using those small complexity use cases. And for the rest, we actually prioritize them together with the leadership. We go through a steer code whenever we validate, let's say, the opportunities that may have a bigger ROI, align them with the strategic objectives, what we are trying to achieve this year, in the next 2 years, in the next 3 years, to see exactly where this fits. And then we start delivering those opportunities. So mainly this is what we do when it comes to what is I would say, the benefit that we get from automations.
Okay. That's interesting. So the quick wins, they're quick wins because they don't affect a lot of different folks, and therefore let the folks that they affect take care of them, I guess, is sort of what you're saying, right?
Yes.
Fascinating. And then the stuff that has a major impact and therefore will need ongoing maintenance and governance, that goes into the full, the machinery and all of that's taken care of, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good breakdown. I haven't talked to a lot of COE leads that think that way. It's usually everything's under control, or it's the total Wild West and nothing's under control. And I like the breakdown that you've got going on. That's cool.
I would say that definitely people are looking towards federating their COEs because there are too many opportunities that are going to remain untapped unless you try this approach. And if you start with a strong governance and you put that in place whenever you're deciding to move towards a federated model and embed that in the culture of the company, it's going to be very easy to migrate into this space and start having citizen developers actually doing automations.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's a great way to say it, embedding it in your culture.